Welcome, replay viewers, and good morning, everybody. Welcome to our home here on Eastern Long Island, New York. I'm going to do a quick check of my purple martins, which I do every morning. Some interesting things going on. Thank you for joining. We'll take a walk down there in a minute or two. So here again, we're going to do YouTube Go Live broadcast, YouTube Live broadcast in lieu of Periscope, which I have been doing prior to this week. Hi Shirley, thank you. Thank you for the hugs. I appreciate that. Good morning to you. Let's see, we're at 10:05 a.m. here, Eastern Daylight Time. Still another cool day, overcast day, as you can see from the cloud cover and everything. There's been some sprinkles, maybe more steady rain later this evening and tomorrow. Good morning to you. Temperature is only about 60 degrees right now. But let's take a walk down toward the waterfront and we'll see what's going on. I don't want to get too close, so I'm going to stop here and zoom in. Yeah, hi David, how are you? Thank you. Oh, waiting for the bus? Okay. Well, I hope you're not waiting in the rain or anything like that. Let me zoom in on the nesting tray where I put the nesting material right in the center of the two houses. You can see the birds sitting on the tray there, the platform. So hi Deborah. Oh, just sprinkles, okay. Well, we had a few sprinkles here, but right now it's stopped for a while. But the birds are gathering pine needles out of that platform tray there I have, and they're taking them up to the houses, to their compartments. So that's a sign to me that they are getting serious about nest restoration or they don't have to do renovation. I put good nesting material in there. But they're forming a nest bowl or anything, and they're getting ready to for the female to lay the eggs and getting ready then to start incubation. So maybe by Memorial Day weekend we will have the egg laying process start, and the whole reproduction cycle for the martins will commence here within the next week or so. So that's a positive sign. Let me zoom out so we're not bouncing that much. This is looking to the east. All right, I'm going to take a walk down there. I'll walk very slowly toward them. Meanwhile, the other birds are hanging around the home base this morning. Thanks, Shirley. I appreciate that. And that makes me inspired to share it with people, because this is a passion of mine, hosting purple martin birds here, and I've been doing this for, 35 years or whatever. And, have these established purple martin colonies here. And they come back year after year in the springtime. Well, we provide 4-star accommodations for them. The Ritz Towers here. Now this is just the two houses. Now look at the bird. Look, see right on the tray? You see them flying, and he's going to fly back up to the house, or she. I think they let the females do most of the housework and everything, which seems to be the rule of thumb of all life. Yeah, well, we help as much as we can, but it's a very enjoyable hobby. I do put a lot of work into it. I brag about that. I mean, let's face it, you have to be dedicated to it. But the rewards are really great. You have these beautiful swallows here with us for the spring and the summer. They're cleaning the air of insects, flying insects. So they're doing their natural thing. Look at the cloud patterns behind to the east of me here now. Let's just pan over to the other house. So I would say at this point in time, all the hotel rooms are booked solid for the season right now. So I guess we have a full house. And each of these houses you're looking at, that has 10 compartments plus the 4 gourds underneath. So there's 14 little motel rooms per house complex there. 14, 28. Another 14 over there, that's 38, 42. And then I got a house out of reserve, and I just put that up a week ago, and that one has 12. So we have available to the Martins this season 50, is that 54? Yeah, 54 compartments for nesting. So we're doing okay here. And I have young friends nearby, about a quarter of a mile north of me. Yes, they do, for their lifetime. Well, the metal house is just an old house I have here for sentimental reasons. What happens if purple martins successfully breed at a location, and then assuming they survive the round trip to Brazil and back, they will come back to the very same location for the remainder of their lifetimes, which is about 8 to 10 years. And that's known as site fidelity. So they'll actually come back, if not necessarily to the same compartment, but to the same site, to the same location here. And that's been proven out by banding studies. Birds have been banded, and then they come back to the same location. There goes a boat out going fishing on this overcast day, but hopefully they'll have some luck going out to Moriches Bay. Another interesting thing, I've mentioned this in previous broadcasts, some birds have been tagged with little GPS trackers implanted in them or strapped to them. And so now the researchers can track these birds, their migration between North America and South America. There's an organization called Purple Martin Conservation Association located in Erie, Pennsylvania. I think at one time they were associated with a university or a college there in Erie, Pennsylvania. They may still be. But they do a lot of research with purple martins. And one of the recent research projects in recent years was putting little GPS trackers on these birds and then tracking them to South America and back, watching their migration pattern. Here again, the birds are taking pine needles off the tray, which I provide to them. Dry pine needles, see, so hey, looks like the male is getting involved also, so good. Help out your female partner to refurbish the nests there. Don't let the female martin do all the work. Okay, I just got a whole bunch of notifications on the screen here. I'm wondering why that worked that way. I'm trying to converse with you good people who are following me, and then all of a sudden a whole bunch of messages popped up. I guess I was listening to Dutch Mars, and he was saying to me that I guess there's about a 6 or 7 second time lag between comments or something like that with YouTube Live. We'll have to figure that out. But it's nice to be able to converse with folks and, tell you what's going on there. Okay, I'm panning around to the south, looking out to the south toward Moriches Bay, and then across Moriches Bay to the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know if we can see much, but I'll just zoom in as much as I can. Straight ahead in the center of the image, you can see a band of land crossing left to right, right to left. And that's our barrier beach, Fire Island, colloquially known as. Here it's actually Smith Point County Park, Suffolk County Park. But it's undeveloped barrier beach, so yes, there you go, Deborah. That is the big plus of it. The biggest plus of it. The trolls. Eliminate them. Okay, so on the other side of the barrier beach then is the Atlantic Ocean. So that's about 1.75 miles away from where we're standing here. Nice ocean bathing beach over there at Smith Point. And I will get back over there in a short order to do some broadcasting, right? Not scoping anymore, broadcasting from the Atlantic Ocean beach. I hope our New York City visitors who are going to be coming out this way in droves starting Friday morning have better weather than what we're experiencing today for the holiday weekend. Again, I said it's only like 60 degrees and more rain due tomorrow. And I think Memorial Day weekend, the 5-day forecast here is for hit or miss showers, but actually the temperature's moderating. That's an excellent point you made. Yes. I have real world conversations here. David, yes I will. I'm planning on doing Long Island Railroad live broadcasts Friday. That's a big thing for me. I get a kick out of doing that. And I have a lot of young friends. They call, they're rail fans. They call themselves, and they really get into this. These young people, they show up with their T-shirts and everything, rail fans, Long Island Railroad. So we're going to start broadcasting. The first train in the morning heads east from New York City. It gets out here about 9:45 a.m. And then throughout the day there are other trains bringing the vacationers, the weekenders out. Thanks, Shirley. I'll if any of you are following me on Twitter, I'll just put a notice up on my Twitter page about that, when I'm going where, at what time. Generally speaking, the schedule will be like this. There's a 9:45 train that I'm going to live broadcast, and then around 1 o'clock or 12:45 here at local, there's another one comes through. And then in the afternoon, I'll be at West Hampton Station. There's 3 trains that come through this. Whatever the numbers are, I'll give you those later on. But they carry the bulk of the people coming out for the weekend. And the best one is about 5:40 p.m. at West Hampton. It's the Cannonball. So this is the first trip of the year of the Cannonball. Runs on Friday afternoons from Memorial Day weekend to Labor Day weekend. Thank you. And there's about 2,000 people on that train. Unbelievable. So it runs express from Penn Station in Manhattan, and its first stop is West Hampton, which is about a 90-minute trip. And it's just literally hundreds and hundreds of people get off that train at West Hampton for the weekend. And then it runs on out to the rest of the Hamptons: Southampton, Bridgehampton, East Hampton, and then Montauk. So we will be showing that Friday afternoon, the various trains coming out with the weekenders, the holiday people from New York City. I think you'll get a kick out of that, watching that. We have railroad employees there at West Hampton who are on their day off. There's a fellow who works in the switch control tower at the Babylon Point, just 40 miles to the west of me. And he usually takes Friday off, so he lives in West Hampton, so he's usually there. And it's like, old reunion week between these railroad workers also. Okay, let's just walk over to this side of the yard. I'm doing all this talking here, and I came down to see these guys. No room at the inn, although I think there may be a few compartments left in this house that I just put up last week or 10 days ago. Might be a few available there, but that'll fill up by June 15th. You can see more and more boats are appearing here on the creek, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of boat traffic this weekend, so we'll be catching that when we're down here. Let me see what the temperature is from our thermometer that I have mounted over here on the hoist bracket here. What does that say? 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 Celsius. So it's a cool day today, relatively speaking. Here's a boat that just appeared a few days ago. They brought it around for the summer. And then there's a marina off in the distance over there. It's what they call Holiday Beach Property Owners Association Marina, and that fills up with quite a few boats. Because we're about 2 miles across the water to Moriches Inlet, which takes you out to the Atlantic Ocean if boats that go out fishing in the Atlantic. And also there's a beach across from us, a Brookhaven Town facility known as Great Gun Beach. Has a dock on the north side, on the bay side, and people take their boats over there, and then you walk across the boardwalk over to the ocean beach. And then to the southwest of us is Suffolk County bathing beach, oceanfront beach. It's known as Smith Point County Park. And we go over there and we'll do some broadcasts from over there, and also from the Fire Island National Seashore, which is right next to the county beach. So we'll have all of these good things in future broadcasts. Okay, birds. See, there's a pair on the gourd, on that bottom left gourd. See, male and female sitting on the shelf there. together, so they've paired up for the season. On the house compartment facing us on the first floor or the bottom floor, there's a male-female pair there. And I'm sure most of them are already. The females may already be inside the compartments. And the males are hanging out on the outside, protecting the home turf. Like the guy on the left and the guy on the right on these perches, those upper level perches. They're probably guarding the two top apartment houses there on those houses, while the females are inside. And perhaps egg laying has already started in some of these compartments. But we'll defer of doing any checks on that for a while. Give them a good chance to get started. I don't want to mess up anything. You can do nest checks. These birds are very tolerant of human interference. Well, it's not interference, human intervention. So we can lower these houses. As I lower the house, the birds will just go up and fly overhead for a while. And I can open up a compartment and see if everything's okay inside the nest. In other words, that there are no bad eggs or no little hatchlings that have succumbed to the weather or anything. We've had tremendous success rate here. As far as survival rate, it's well over 90%. Okay, there come the comments again. Let that fade. I'll have to figure out what's happening. Maybe if I hit the screen, the comments come back. Anyway, that's our update for now, folks. I appreciate everybody stopping by and watching. See how tame they are? And they're very tolerant of me and other people who walk down here. See, they know that we are their benefactors. They have to know that. You wouldn't get this close to a robin's nest or a blue jay's nest or anything. I was trying to help out blue jay babies one time. They were hopping around on the yard, and I was worried about cats getting them. So I was going to get these little blue jay babies and put them on a branch. Well, the parent blue jays did not like that business at all, and they were dive bombing me to the point where I thought they were actually going to hit into my head with their beaks. Okay, Purple Martins, say hello to everybody here. Well, let's have some action. Yeah, jays are really, well, I guess they all are right during the breeding season, and they're very protective of the young ones. I mean, that makes sense. But I love it. You can just stand here under these houses and the birds are so calm. And the males will go through their songs. Oh, I see what's happening here. Bear with me for a minute. We have some new arrivals this morning. And I can tell by the way that their feathers are all kind of disheveled and puffed up, and they're preening themselves. This is what they do when they land after a long distance flight, where they've come from a little further south, maybe New Jersey or whatever, or possibly even Delaware. So they've arrived here now and they're just resting from their journey. Okay, good news. there's no way to count anymore how many birds are arriving each day. I mean, you can do that at the beginning of the season when the first 3 or 4 arrive, and I can count up to the first dozen. I'm sorry I missed those comments. All right, let me back up a little bit here. Things are quiet right now in the old neighborhood. Okay, my good friends, thank you very, very much for joining me today, joining us this morning. And we'll be back on the air again. Not sure if today or what will happen, but hopefully you will get notifications on the YouTube channel. Thanks again, everybody. I appreciate your comments here, and we'll talk to everybody soon. Take care now.